Oh, man. Florida Governor Republican Ron DeSantis' transport of 50 so-called illegal immigrants from his state to the leftist enclave of Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, has seen many upset lefties on the island hideaway suddenly singing from the same hymnal book as southern border conservatives.
At some point in time, they have to move from here to somewhere else, right? We don't have the services to take care of 50 immigrants, and we certainly don't have housing. We're in a housing crisis as we are on this island.
The claim that they can't handle the influx. They don't have the infrastructure and resources to take in the homeless migrants. But as part of the rabid reaction, and even while trying to appear caring and compassionate, leftist NBC News featured a guest who likened immigrants to trash. And the net promoted his statement in a tweet as well. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV. And here's the story. On September 16th, NBC News posted some of its journalism about the DeSantis move, including a quote attributed to a man named Max Liefeld. Quote, "It's like me taking my trash out and just driving to different areas where I live and just throwing my trash there," said Liefeld, a Venezuelan American who's a founding member of the Casa Venezuela Dallas Foundation, which helps recent refugees. Probably a poor choice of words there, sir, and those words didn't go unnoticed. NBC later deleted their tweet that included the quote, but not before triggering an avalanche of criticism. And among many salient points she made, the Daily Caller's Lauren Duggan observed this, quote, "The comments come amid a broader media blowback against DeSantis' relocation of the migrants, the 50 individuals who arrived at Martha's Vineyard, triggered numerous negative articles portraying the situation as a humanitarian crisis. Meanwhile, more than 500 migrants illegally crossing the border into Del Rio, Texas, a town of comparable size, has drawn little media attention. The plaintive wailing from lefties rings particularly hollow coming from residents of Martha's Vineyard, one of the wealthiest enclaves of the United States. In fact, the compassionate Obamas easily could fit all 50 immigrants into their beachside climate change denying estate and still host a party where lots of jabbed political pals could contract COVID-19, as they did a few months ago there. And of course, Del Rio, Texas isn't the only locale where locals are having a hard time handling the migrant crisis, which some claim was worsened by Biden saying in the first 2019 Democrat debate in the primary that if he got elected, migrants should surge to the border.
I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum. They deserve to be heard. That's who we are. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come.
And made more confusing by the strange lack of information on who funded various South American and Central American migrant caravans over the past few years. But all of those issues are cases of more smoke than fire, actually. It seems clear that Democrat politicians care not a whit about the real welfare of immigrants. They appear to favor a federal policy of open borders as a way to expand the potential number of pro-Democrat voters and to demonize as racist Republicans who disagree. Of course, the vast majority of Republicans aren't racist, but rather fear that too many migrants may depend too heavily on tax-funded welfare systems while taking jobs from U.S. citizens. That's some of the major fear that many of them have. But the most important aspect of this smoke instead of fire immigration debate is that these politicians swear oaths to the U.S. Constitution. And as I have reported, the U.S. Constitution doesn't give the federal government any power over immigration. It's a state issue. Even Texas's state constitution, approved in 1869, included an article establishing a Bureau of Immigration in it. If the people of Texas believed Congress and the White House had the power to control immigration, then why would they bother creating their own Bureau of Immigration for the state? Well, under the Constitution's original interpretation, Ron DeSantis is actually acting within his constitutional purview to do what he did. Just as the governor of Massachusetts, currently Republican, wink wink, Charlie Baker, could take his own action regarding undocumented migrants. The question is, will people take this debate as an impetus to learn what the Constitution actually says and study the way it has been subverted? Or will they continue to focus on labels and bickering? Either way, the hypocrisy is clear. If one is to criticize supposedly racist and bigoted right-leaners for their pro-border security stance on illegal immigration, perhaps comparing border crossers to trash isn't the best way to do that. Hey, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Hit the plus on Rumble. Remember, Rumble doesn't censor us, and we're very happy that they don't. Very nice place. If you're on YouTube, please double check that you are subscribed. It's happening again. People are losing their subscriptions to a lot of their favorite channels, so you got to double check. And please make sure you hit the alerts button as well. We'll see you on Instagram and on TikTok. We'll see you at Parler. We'll see you on Facebook. And of course, on Twitter. And on Twitter, I'm at Gard Goldsmith. And on Gab, I'm at Gardner Goldsmith. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please feel free to share these videos with people, especially if you find that there's some good historical information in them. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.